So even though the Lakers just won their game against the Suns, they are still at the 7th seed. They did not move up to the 6th seed, and this is because the Warriors did go ahead and beat the Kings. They needed the Kings to beat the Warriors so that they can get ahead of the Warriors and up to the 6th seed, but unfortunately the Kings rested all their players and the Warriors got a free win, meaning the Lakers stayed down at the 7th seed even with a victory over the Suns, and this is a bad scenario for the Lakers because the Lakers now have to play in the play-in tournament. If they would have won the game and the Warriors would have lost to the Kings, they would have been up to the 6th seed and they would have not had to play in the play-in tournament, which would have been a major advantage, and they would have had the Kings in the first round, which is a pretty solid matchup for them because the Kings have no experience and the Lakers obviously have a ton of playoff experience, but instead now they're the 7th seed and they have to play against the Pelicans in the play-in tournament, which is actually a pretty formidable opponent. The Pelicans were good in the playoffs last year. They do have some star power with CJ McCollum and Brandon Ingram, and that is going to be a pretty solid play-in matchup. And then if the Lakers do go ahead and win that game, they're going to be playing in the first round against the Grizzlies, which is definitely a tougher matchup than the Kings. So really, this was a pretty unfortunate night for the Lakers because they got the win, but they did not move up in the standings. They're still down at the 7th seed, and they still have to go ahead and play in the play-in tournament, which I know they do not want to do because if they lose, it could really jeopardize their season, obviously. So it was really a bad night for the Lakers. Even though they won their game, it was ended up being a bad night because they're down at the 7th seed and they didn't get to move up, and now they're going to be playing in the play-in tournament. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Lakers will go ahead and beat the Pelicans in the play-in game? And do you think they can advance to the first round against the Grizzlies? And if they do, what do you think they can do against them? But yeah, this is one of those rare nights where a win for the Lakers ended up not really meaning anything at all. I mean, if they lost the game, it would have been probably obviously bad because it would be a loss against the Suns who had none of their starter players. But it obviously didn't really advance them in the rankings at all, but it was needed for them because now they do get the home court in the play-in game. If they would have lost, they would have been playing in New Orleans in the play-in tournament, which would have been even tougher, but they're going to be playing in LA in the tournament as long as everything stays normal over the last game of the season, and you know what I'm saying, that would mean that they are going to be playing in the play-in tournament against the Pelicans, but they still do have a chance to move it up to the 6th seed. I think if the Warriors lose and they win next game, maybe, but I have no clue. We'll have to see. Hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, sub up. I post NBA daily. I'm out of here, y'all.